I'm grateful for the opportunity to actually help contribute to the design of this patent pending beard brush straightener. Now, without further ado, I'm going to grab the final prototype and show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, this was quite a process to get this thing here in hand. As you can imagine, it started with a drawing that was very elementary, if you will. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. So this is what we started with. And so once we had that initial drawing, we presented that to a graphic designer in Australia. He had no idea what we were trying to do, and rightfully so. He wasn't very familiar with beard brush straighteners, and obviously it took a little while to translate exactly what we were looking for. Now, after we had, and you know what, I'll go ahead, I'll post up what we finally came to after many calls, many video sessions with the graphic designer. This is what we came up with. We then presented this to a manufacturer, and that was a feat all of its own, because there are a few things that the manufacturer pointed out as far as the structural integrity to it, safety issues with it, and all in all, this took about 8 months in all to put together. Now, going into what we initially came up with for our first prototype, that's right here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Now with this, it's quite hefty, so that was one of the first things that we did, was we made this a lot smaller to make it easier for travel and also to make it easier to handle. In addition to the size, there were 2 separate heating units on this. And with these 2 heating units, theoretically, it seemed like it would work, to where we had a heating unit in the main body and we had a heating unit in the end. Now, we came to find out as we used this that it really didn't make sense to have 2 separate heating units, because once we were done straightening the main beard and we wanted to pick it out, as soon as we turned on the second unit, it would take an additional 5 minutes. So we condensed it to where it's just 1 heating unit. Now also, so at the end, we included this. So it's a multi-purpose tool, if you will. So you can straighten your beard, and also you can pick out your beard to help add volume for those of you that want to do that. In addition to, many of us, we get a kind of a crease under our chin and our jawline, and that's where the heated pick helps out with pulling it out, and then you can brush it down to maintain that volume and also get the streaks out. Now, going further into this unit, there are 3 different settings, and there's 3 lights right here. And so with each one of these settings, you have 120 degrees Celsius, you have 160 degrees Celsius, and you have 200 degrees Celsius. And that translates out to 248 degrees Fahrenheit, 320 degrees Fahrenheit, and 392 degrees Fahrenheit. Now with the original beard brush, it didn't get hot enough. So now we've gone back to the drawing board, if you will, and we made sure that the heating unit does get up to the 390 degrees Fahrenheit. With these 3 lights here, I'll grab the actual final prototype so you can see what we're talking about. Now, with these 3 lights, they'll continuously blink until they're at the proper setting as far as in regard to the temperature. And so if you just set it on the first one, it'll blink until it's heated up to the proper temperature. If you heat it up to the second, it's going to blink until it's to the proper temperature, and so on. It's also going to come with a heating pouch. In addition to the heating pouch, there are going to be 2 colors that you can choose from. There's going to be this silver in addition to, let me see here, to gold. So in regard to color, whatever tickles your fancy pertaining to the gold or silver, you're going to have the option for that. But yeah, all in all, it has been an exciting journey to watch this come to fruition.